Greetings, friend. Timberlake here from Smart Hobbies. Yes, I know you're expecting Harold Nolte. This is a collaboration video. We agreed to do a video of solving Sudoku puzzles for each other's channel. So today you can watch me solve this puzzle, which is Piatato, puzzle called Dove. And then tomorrow, go over to my channel, Smart Hobbies, and you can see Harold Nolte over there, and he'll be solving a puzzle the way he likes to solve. Thank you so much for doing this collaboration. I enjoyed getting to know you, Harold. I'm glad we're going to do this. For those of you who are unfamiliar with my channel, Smart Hobbies, I like to solve Sudoku puzzles as well. I will solve them in different methods. I'll do normal solves with no marks like Harold does. I'll do them with Snyder notation or making marks. And I even solve some puzzles where I do the modern software approach, where I'll have the candidates filled in and kind of do eliminations from there. I like to also do tutorial videos, and I'll even do analysis where I take apart a solve from another solver, looking at their video and breaking it down and looking at alternate ways to solve that particular puzzle. And with that, it's solving time. So this particular puzzle, Piatato by Dove, I found on the CTT Discord server. Thank you, Piatato, for allowing me to feature your puzzles. Very excellent. What I wanted to show in doing this is how neat it is to solve a puzzle that's made by a setter in the CTT Discord, because they're looking for a unique solve path. They want you to find it. So I'm looking right here. I see the ones right there. There'll be two ones, can be in either two spaces right there, and I don't, two spaces right here, but I can't make a solve. The one thing I'm noticing though is you have this 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the middle. And you have an 8 and a 6 coming across here. So that means the 8 and 6 are actually a hidden pair right here in the middle, right? Because that's the only two spots for the 8 and the 6. The other thing I see is there's a 7 and 9 coming through, so the 7 and 9 have to be right there. So we'll keep that in mind. We can keep that in our working memory as we work through this puzzle. So if I have an 8 or 6 right here, if I have an 8 there and I have an 8 here, and then one of those is an 8, and I have this 8 right here, that means this has to be an 8. Okay, and now what I'm seeing is with these two 1s in columns 4 and 5 in row 9, there's only one place left for a 1 right down here. The 7 is coming down and the 7 cutting across, that has to be a 7. So we made quite a bit of progress, and now since this was a 7 and a 9, you can see there's only one place left for a 7 here in block 5. That has to be your 9. All right, what else do I see in here? Looking for a 3, 4, like a 2, 3, 4. There's a 2, so I can't, okay, here's a 3, but I can't solve any more in there within this puzzle. But now this 3 makes a pointing pair of 3s, so the 3's got to be in one of these two spots. What else has to be in column 6? We're also missing a 9, but there's a 9, so I actually can solve the 3, and we can solve that for a 9. Okay, and what I'm going to notice is once you make a solve, you want to look now for where's the next place of restriction. Okay, I got a 2 coming across row 3. Well, this has to be a 2 now. Sweet, and so what's left here? 3 and a, oh, we have a 3, so we're missing a 4 and a 5. I can tell you a 5 has to be in one of these spots, right? So the 5's in one of these spots. In fact, it has to be in the middle because we know the 8 and 6 are on the outside. Then this has to be your 5, and that's your 4. Okay, still got our 8, 6 here. And now the 4 is going to be right here to finish off column 4. And now we know this has to be your 2. And we're going for your 3 right there, right? Okay, I see a 2 right here in column 9. I have these 2's in rows 7 and 9, so that has to be your 2. And then I see this 2 matches up with these 2's. And this is kind of nice. It seems like, you know, there's two spots to pick from, and as you solve, you can kind of look for the next place to make your solve. So the same thing here. I just solved this 2, but if I look with this 2 in row 4, the one in row 6, and now I have that 2 in column 3, I can solve it for a 2. And we'll come back up here to the top. There's already two 2's coming in, two 2's from the bottom, and we can finish out our 2's, just like that. Great, making great progress with this puzzle. Something else I'm noticing, you have a 1 coming up column 7, you have a 1 coming across row 4, so the 1 in block 6 has to be right here, right? So there's a 1 here, and a 1 here, and then a 1 there, and a 1 there. We can solve for a 1 right here. That's the only place left for a 1 in block 3. And now I see there's only one place for a 1 right here in block 7. So I'm just kind of looking for the 1's now. Still have 2 spots for a 1 there. spots there. Okay. So, no, we only have one spot for a 1, because there's a 1 right there, right? So we can solve that for a 1, and we can solve this for a 1. And I believe all the 1s are taken care of. Nice. Making some good progress here. What do we have left across row 8? We have a 3 and a 6. Oh, there's my 6. So that's a 3. That's a 6. And now, as I'm moving through the puzzle, you're going to, first you can look for the cross-hatching like I was doing, and then you can kind of transition over to the areas that have the most restriction. It means most cells filled in. And so by adding this 6, I'm curious if I've created enough restrictions where I can solve for another 6. And I can't, but I can also focus here on column 9. I'm missing a 3, a 4, and a 7. There's a 7. There's a 3 and a 4. So here's your 7, right? And here's your 3. So that's a 4, and there's your 3. Great. And I covered this in my single cell solving video. And, if you see a pattern like that where there's 3 cans missing, 2 of them are in one, facing one spot, and then the other one, like this 3, was in the other spot, you can solve all 3 of those cells simultaneously. Okay, 2 3s here. 3 can still be in one of those spots. Can't solve that yet. And so now I'm going to kind of turn my focus. I can either come down here in row 9 or column 1. Let's try column 1. What are we missing? We're missing a 4, a 7, and an 8. So here's your 7, 8. So that has to be your 4. I see a 7 right there. So this is your 8, and that's your 7. So we're able to solve all 3 of those right away. And what are we missing across the bottom? 8 and a 9. That's for your 9 because I see that 8 right there. And here's an 8. And now we're missing a 4 and a 9. Can't solve that just yet. What are we missing over here? A 3 and a 9. Can't solve that just yet. Okay, but I can solve this 9 because I'm looking rows 4 and 5. That has to be a 9. And so now I can go back and solve this for a 9 and solve this for a 4. Now I crosshatch up here. Only one place left for a 4 and block 4. And then I can look over the 4s in rows 4 and 6. We have a 4 right here. Now I'm going to, this is a full house. I'm going to fill this in by getting that 3 and then our 7. And you can just see, always go for the areas of the most restriction, right? Now where can we go with this? Well, we can kind of keep working our way up. What are we missing? We're missing a 3. Can only be in one spot here in column 2. And then what do we need to fill out the end? We're missing our 7. Okay. 7, 7. I do see a 7 at column 8, so we can finish out that as a 7. I think the 7s are all done. And then let's look across row 3, right? There's only 2 spaces left there. So 6 and an 8. I have an 8 coming up column 8, so that's a 6, and that's an 8. We're missing a 5, and so the 5 has to be right here. And then this would be your 6. 6 and 6, one spot left. That has to be a 9. Now I see the 4 coming up, so that's got to be your 4. This is going to be your 8. And yeah, this puzzle isn't that difficult. Really, once you found the break-in, it looks like it just kind of solves itself. But I did want to show you, where are you going to look? How can you solve, even quicker, right? And so let's finish off row 6. There's only 2 spots left. We're looking for a 5 and a 6. Here's your 5, so that's got to be your 6. That's got to be your 5. And then now I know I can solve this for a 5, and I can solve this for a 3. Only one place left for a 3 here in block 6. We can solve that for a 6 and one spot left. You know what it is? Yep, probably the easiest way to see this is right here in this block, but you can also look across the row and the column. Your eyes will fix on the block first. That's what I suggest. And we solve that for an 8. The puzzle's solved. Well, what'd you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much, Harold, for letting me do a video on your channel. And for those of you who like this, please let a comment down below. And don't forget to check out Smart Hobbies. You come over there, and tomorrow you'll see Harold solving a Sudoku puzzle on my channel. I think you'll really enjoy it. You can check out some of my other videos from my channel. Thank you all so much for watching.